Well, I guess it's my turn to finally do this 3x3 challenge. So about a week ago, Colin over at Broncoride, his YouTube channel, he called me out for the 3x3 challenge. Those of you unaware, I'm sure if you follow motovloggers, you've seen a dozen or 2 dozen of them by now. Basically, the 3x3 challenge is someone challenges you, and you have to tell 3 things that people don't know about you, or at least aren't commonly known, and then you challenge 3 people at the end of your video. Spoiler alert, I'm not going to challenge anyone at the end of my video because I feel like everyone I follow has already done one of these, so I'm a little late to the game. So let's start out with the first thing, my license plate. It's a Marshall University tag. That probably makes sense. Many of you know I graduated undergrad from Marshall. But 7172 is to commemorate the 1971-1972 men's basketball team, which is regarded as the greatest basketball team ever in the history of Marshall University. My dad was a member of that team. Many of his teammates went on to play in the NBA later. But they were ranked as high as 8th in the country that year and went on to play in the NCAA tournament. They also had a very famous name on that team, Mike D'Antoni, who's the head coach of the Houston Rockets right now, former head coach of the Nuggets, Suns, Knicks, and Lakers. Dad stayed friends with Mike to this day. We've been to a lot of basketball games, especially when they come to the DC area to meet up with Mike. I've met him a handful of times. Really, really nice guy. And yeah, so that's why I have the 7172 on my tag, because the old man was a hell of a basketball player back in the day. Second thing you guys may not know about me, my mom put me in guitar lessons in 3rd grade, and I took them all the way up to 8th grade. They were okay at times. It just wasn't really my thing. It was something she wanted me to do. I got decent at it, but then eventually, you know, I didn't take lessons anymore. It was kind of always my mom's dream that I play in Nashville one day, and unfortunately she passed before this happened. It's been almost 21 years to the day of recording this that she passed away. But I guess it was, I'd have to go back and look, maybe 6-7 years ago I got the opportunity to perform in Nashville, but instead of music I was performing magic. I got to go down on a riverboat down there. I was invited on the Shotgun Red variety show. It aired on national television on RFD TV. Those of you that ever watched Hee-Haw back in the day are probably familiar with Shotgun Red.
Wow, what a great job, the Shotgun Red Band. Let's hear it from my band. Aren't they great? Oh, Miss Sheila, you know how much I love magic.
You really like magic.
I get so excited because I really like magic, and you're going to love this guy. He's all the way from Bunker Hill, West Virginia, illusionist Mario Orsini. Let's hear it for him, folks. Yeah.
So I like to think that Mom was watching and smiling down, watching that. Even though I wasn't playing guitar, at least I got to perform in Nashville. And then the final thing, so I talked about my other 2 immediate family members. I guess we'll include my sister in this one. We used to have some knockdown, drag-out fights back in the day on the basketball court there in the backyard. Well, my sister was a hell of a basketball player. She went on to play junior college ball, really, really good player. And then later on went on to play down at Marshall Division I basketball. I think they played the number 3 team in the country at one point, maybe number 1 team in Maryland that year. But the funny part is she went on to play professional sports, but not in basketball, in football. She was the starting linebacker for a couple of seasons on the Baltimore Charm, which was the Legends Football League, formerly known as the Lingerie Football League. Starting quarterback on that team was Angela Rippon. You probably recognize her last name because her dad was a Super Bowl winning quarterback and Super Bowl MVP for the Washington Redskins. So I've probably flashed a picture up on the screen, but if you want to see more of her playing, well, just go to Google. I'm sure you'll find it. So anyway, that is my first half of the 3x3 challenge. I'm not going to fulfill the second half and nominate anyone because, like I said, most people have already done it. But Hopefully you guys found today's video interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, consider hitting that subscribe button, because if you like motorcycles, well, this is the place to be. Let me know your comments down of the 3 things I shared, if you found anything interesting. And as always, I'll talk to you again soon.